Let's take a closer look at one of nature's most precise and surprising creatures, the mosquito. This tiny insect is equipped with incredibly sensitive heat sensors. It can detect even a 1,000th of a degree change in temperature. And because its detection is not based on light, it can find a blood vessel even in complete darkness. Once it locates the vessel, the mosquito uses its delicate mouthparts to choose the exact spot. Contrary to what many believe, it doesn't pierce the skin with pressure. Instead, it uses its lower jaw, which includes fine teeth, to saw through the skin in tiny back and forth motions, just like a miniature saw. Through the opening it creates, it inserts its needle-like proboscis, which is protected by a sheath. As it feeds, this sheath slides back. But here's a major challenge. Human blood is designed to clot when it leaves the body. This is a built-in safety feature, so we don't bleed out from cuts. However, if the blood clots while the mosquito is feeding, it won't be able to eat. The mosquito solves this with a brilliant strategy. It releases an anti-coagulant enzyme into the wound that prevents the blood from clotting. And interestingly, that very enzyme is what causes the itching after a mosquito bite. So here's the question. Even trained nurses sometimes struggle to find a vein and insert a needle correctly. Yet a mosquito with no training at all never misses its target. Who taught it this skill? If you say it's because of its heat sensors, we must then ask, who gave it such advanced and purposeful sensors? Don't say nature, because nature is blind, deaf, and unintelligent. It cannot create such wisdom, especially not in millions of identical insects. And remember, these sensors don't depend on light. If they did, the mosquito couldn't feed at night. But during the day, it would be easily seen and swatted away. So feeding in darkness is essential to its survival. Who designed this system to work in the dark? Also consider this. The mosquito's needle is protected by a sheath. Who crafted this tiny cover with such precision? To pierce the skin, the mosquito uses its tiny jaws and teeth. Who taught it how to use them so precisely? And even before that, who created those parts of its body in just the right shape and function? And perhaps most incredible of all, it knows to release an enzyme that prevents blood from clotting. But how does it know clotting will happen? And even if it somehow knows, who built the factory inside its body to produce the exact chemical needed? Just having the tools isn't enough. You'd need to know the formula. Does this tiny insect have a degree in chemistry? So here's an invitation. Instead of struggling to explain all of this through blind chance, simply accept that the mosquito is a creation of God. That one small truth answers hundreds of otherwise unanswerable questions.